What went wrong for Denver on that 4th and 1 call against New England on Sunday? Well, quite frankly, a lot. We're going to take a look at the film and talk about what the Patriots did along with the mistakes that the Broncos made. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Right, so here's the start of the play, and let's just go over what the Broncos are trying to do initially. Denver, they had originally called what they consider their best 4th and 1 run play, took the timeout, and now they've gone to what they consider to be their best 4th and 1 pass play. And what we've got is we've got a corner route that's being run right here. We've got a Humphrey coming down. He's going to run a spot route. Harvey, he is going to immediately sprint out into the flat. He's the primary read. Again, they're just trying to get the ball out quick, get that first down. And then we've got Sutton, who's coming across on an over route. It's a naked bootleg by Stidham, who's going to open up and then sprint out and throw the ball. Just to give an idea what they're ideally looking for as the Broncos, they're looking for man coverage. The spot route by Humphrey, as he's running it, he's going to try and get in the way of what you would hope would be the defender that's running with Harvey in man coverage. Make that defender right here have to go over the top of you. And so that delays him, so he's not able to get in and make the tackle and stop Harvey short of the first down. Problem is, the Patriots are not running man coverage. In fact, they're running cover 2, and it's really a 2 inverted. If you notice, this is Davis, this is Gonzalez, this is Woodson, this is Hawkins. So the 2 safeties are actually walked down to help with run support, and you've got the 2 corners in the back. They're not running man coverage, so Woodson, he doesn't actually have a responsibility of going with Humphrey, who's running the spot route. He's going to stay in the flat. That's why he's there when the ball's thrown to Harvey. And it totally gets basically the Broncos off track of the play that they're trying to run. So as we run it forward, let's go ahead, and you'll see that Humphrey is trying to kind of stay to the outside of Woodson because he knows that Woodson isn't really running with him, isn't really looking at him. So he's trying to get in his way, not really able to, and we get the incomplete pass. But the second part of the problem for the Broncos on this play, as we're talking about it, is the following, and it's the blocking up front. Now, the way that it's looking here, very simple. You've got to have what's called an out call. You've got to have these guys going out right here to block. You should have the lineman working. Now, normally with a naked bootleg, you're wanting to influence this guy right here to squeeze down, and then the quarterback rolls around, and he's taking himself out of the play and that. So right here, this is what you're looking like. You're trying to sell runs, so you're trying to act like, hey, we're doing a double team right up here and then up to the backer, and so that influences that defensive end. But that's not what happens. We're going to get a line shift by the Patriots, and something happens where the call isn't changed, where it's like we don't need to do an out call. We don't need to step as far. Either Stidham, who hasn't had as much time on the field, doesn't recognize it to make that change. Offensive line doesn't make that change. But when we run the play, what you're going to see is that the center, he's actually going to overstep. That then leaves a free rusher right up the middle, okay? So he's immediately almost on Stidham. And here, he doesn't buy, it doesn't squeeze down. He immediately comes upfield. And so now you've got 2 defenders in the face of Stidham as he's running the play. Stidham is going to try and backpedal and make the throw. Let's go back to the end zone view, start of the end zone view. For me, once the snap, and this is just me, once the defender, let's say the end man line scrimmage, squeezes down right here, this guy's inside of my tackle. I'd rather my tackle just take him because now he's so close to the quarterback. If he doesn't buy it, he's just immediately upfield. He's right there. Doesn't give as much chance for the quarterback to react. And that way you would have been okay with your blocking this way and then out. And if you're able to block all those guys, then Stidham's able to make a full read. He's not able to get to Harvey. He would see that Woodson's out there. He's able to have it clear. He would see that Humphrey is able to be coming open. Same with Sutton. And you probably get the conversion. But again, that's easy for me to say in hindsight. You just have these little things that happen. Generally speaking, if you've got a rule of leave that guy alone and don't block him, teams are going to stay with it no matter what. And that's what happens here. Should have kicked the field goal. It's easy for us all to say that, especially since they lost by 3. But yeah, when points are at a premium, I'm generally a fan of kicking the field goal because if you're in a defensive struggle, anytime you can get points, that really is an important part of the game that sometimes gets overlooked. But I just wanted to go ahead and explain everything that went wrong for the Broncos on this play, and hopefully I did a great job of explaining it. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy breakdown videos like this. Check out the breakdown video on the end screen. I believe it's going to be me talking about Miami's punt team in the national championship game. If you have the hype function in the mobile app, make sure to hype this video up. We'll see you next time. I do want to recognize the members of this channel at the booster level and above for their support. If you wish to have your name in a video just like this, make sure to check out the join link in the description below. Here on the end screen, you can see that there's another recommended video. Make sure to click that and watch it. Also, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future breakdown videos. I hope you have a great rest of the day.